Hello, Sunbeams. Welcome to Sunshine Realms. My name is Sunshine. Let's get into the collective reading. It is timeless, so whenever you find it, this is when you were meant to find it. I have been guided to pull cards today for someone in the collective who might be struggling with being motivated or just being hopeful. If you are here, thank you for joining me. Hopefully you will be able to pull a nugget from today's read. The Golden Eagle, Enlightenment and Success. So if you needed a little bit of motivation, the Golden Eagle is here for you. Eagles are a sign of self-mastery, self-healing, the healing journey, rising above, coming to a space where you can see above the clouds, gaining some sort of clarity. So you might be gaining something in your life, or gaining some level of clarity in your life where you can see the sun through the clouds, peeking through the clouds, or you can see some sort of light through the darkness. You're gaining some sort of enlightenment that is allowing you to rise above something. That is good. It might be something that you've thought about or something that you put a lot of time into, because the Golden Eagle is something that takes time to gain. Success is not overnight, but whatever you are doing, you've reached a higher height in something. This one, Equilibrium, and it's giving you a lot of balance, a lot of emotional support, or spirit might be guiding you or giving you emotional support, pouring into you, pouring knowledge into you, emotion into you, something that you can work with, something that you can use to balance your life. It's creating success for you. And the level of success that you are gaining with this energy is creating an opportunity for you to discover more, see more, go further in your life, because you have balanced emotional space is what I'm getting. Let's get a motivation manifesto for the collective. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. I will be releasing another video today. If you'd like to take a look at my personal story and how I arrived in this space on social media. It did take me some time. So let's find out what the collective needs. We are not slave to our history. We can be freed by our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits. So this is Spirit's way of saying you've done a great job. You've come pretty far on your journey where you can have this eagle eye view, this sense of wonder, this sense of being poured into and having balance that's restorative, and in a space where you can create more. I feel like there's something being created, space that's being created for you to create something beautiful. And being able to be free of whatever it is that was holding you back. You're no longer allowing what is holding you back to determine how far you go. That's good. Let's get the tarot. Let's find out what the tarot has for us today. I am using the Modern Witch tarot. Let's find out what the collective needs to know. Thank you, Spirit. And if you're on a journey where you are still discovering yourself, still learning things, know that the journey never stops. Of course, because the Chariot is here. The journey never stops. It's an ongoing journey. it's not meant to stop. It's meant to ebb and flow. And there's some sort of balance that's being created in your life because you kept going. You kept going down the pathway. You kept becoming a determined individual, a disciplined individual who could see above the clouds or see past the storms. And Spirit is saying that is serving you well, because you've gotten to a space where you were not a slave to your past, not a slave to your past circumstances, or not a slave to where you used to be. You're moving on in some kind of way where there's balance. You can see both sides. You can see the yin and the yang, the ebb and the flow. You can see past the storms, and it's creating a lot of nuances in your life where you get to move further or go higher or seek higher ground. Let's see what's influencing it. The Judgment and the Eight of Swords. What I find we have some unclothed ladies here, so we have to make sure we cover them up for the tube. And we're going to do that. With Judgment and Chariot with the Eight of Swords, whatever it is that you did not see happening in your life, or whatever it is that you're freeing yourself from, basically, it's opening an opportunity for you to have space to create something new, go in a new direction, or go in a direction where you are balanced out. There's an equal give and take here, a restoration, a spiritual restoration, or a physical restoration of some kind. There's a manifestation that's coming in, and it's because you took off that blindfold, you removed the rose-colored glasses, or you fell through that glass ceiling. You broke free in some kind of way. I'm getting the image of someone breaking free, like unbound, untied, no longer staying in a paradigm that's holding you back. Ooh. I'm getting the feeling that someone is getting divorced. If that is your story, please take your time. Take your time to heal. Someone is realizing they have to go or let go of something. Something has to go. They are seeking mastery, seeking self-alignment, awakening. They're seeking the feeling of this judgment, this feeling of protection, this feeling of balance, and this feeling of being restored. They're seeking a balance of the yin and yang, the positive, the negative, the masculine, the feminine, the balance that happens when you are on the right pathway. That is for someone. Let's find out what's influencing this Eight of Swords. What's coming to light, Spirit, for the collective who's coming out of this space? This is a lot of wisdom. You've gotten to a point where you either see your own worth, or you can see the efforts, the other side of your efforts. You can see what you've been able to create after getting out of this held down, restricted space where you couldn't see. You can see it now. It's almost as if you're holding a vision of where you'd like to be, or you are manifesting a new place of being. It's like you're doing visualization techniques that are creating manifestations for you in the 3D. You're starting to reap the rewards of stepping out of this space. You could have divorced an old way of being, an old version of yourself. You could have cut ties, severed ties with an old way of being, especially with this, we are not a slave to our history. We can be freed by our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits. This is you visualizing yourself rising above whatever it is that you've been through, so that you can have some level of reprieve, or you could be moving. The Chariot indicates movement in general, but also moving. But let's see where the movement is based on what our conscious thoughts and disciplined habits has created for us. Where is the success taking us? Because we're going somewhere that the ego is supporting, the ego is leading. It's as if we're following Spirit's guidance to a destination or to a place of being, but we're using the tools that we've learned from creating balance in our life. The collective is in a space where they can take a step forward and do something they haven't done before. Let's find out what that is about. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. The King of Pentacles. This is an investment, and it's a long-term investment. So you went from visualizing something to actually facilitating it, acquiring it, or seeing something with your own eyes. It's because you stepped out of your comfort zone, made the commitment to yourself. The conscious effort, the manifestation of visualization comes from repetitive habits, disciplined habits, thoughts, actions. That all happened already. You're in a space where you can make a commitment to something. You might have gone through a divorce, or you might have divorced in no way of being. And that's what freed you, so that you can come into this space where it's been created for you. It's been opened for you by the divine. And you were able to purge it, release it. And now you can open yourself up to something that's, I heard never gonna go away. So tenured, it never goes away. So if you set your sights on something that you could invest in, and it's something new that you're learning how to do, or it's someone new, something, or it's very tangible. It's a physical thing that you can see, you can put your hands on. You see how she's holding on and he's holding on, something that you can put your hands on. So it's not something that's fleeting. It's not something that you can't see. You see how she's not holding any of those pentacles? You can actually see it now. You can put your hands on it now. You can physically touch it. So whoever this is for, the work that you've done is what's bringing this in. The space that you've created in your life is what's bringing it in. This equilibrium where Spirit can pour into you, this 8 energy where you can be poured into, it's reciprocal, or this is something that you asked for. That's what you have in front of you now. Tangible. You went from not having something tangible to having something tangible. Let's see if Spirit can offer us any additional insight and medicine for the collective. If you're in this space, it's because you've worked for it. If you hear a little nugget over there, my dog is sleeping. 8 of Cups. Again, you went from this 8 energy, not being able to see it, not being able to touch it, but being able to visualize it, work for it. This is someone who works a long time for something, and then finally they get the direction. They get the green light, they get the clearance from Spirit, and Spirit is saying, it's time to go, it's time to leave, it's time to move down a road. Move down a road? Is someone moving? You might be moving. Or you could be just going in a direction where you're seeking something tangible. You're seeking to build something, create something, and you want to put your hands on it, but it requires you to leave that space. But you did some work before you left there. That's why I said, take your time. Take your time. And this is the epitome of taking your time is 9 of Pentacles. That means work has already been done. So now you get the green light that it's okay, or it's the right time to go in a specific direction. So if that's the energy that you are in the collective, the spirit of the ego, the golden ego, is letting you know that they're leading you. This ego is the signpost for you, for the direction that you're going in. I heard leaving a war or leaving a war zone. You might be in you might have been in a situation that just felt like a war zone. It felt like a war zone. In your head, it was like a battle. Oh wait. If you've healed that, congratulations. Coming out of this space where you feel like you're at war and you can't create anything tangible, you're going in a direction where not only you are creating something tangible, it's not going to go away. It's something solid. Ooh, let's find out where you're going with this Eight of Cups. Okay. Knight of Wands. Ooh wee. So, man, this is exciting to you. This is exciting to you. You're revved up. It's like I am getting the impression someone has crossed all their T's, dotted all their I's. There's a plane going by. Are you moving, traveling? Hold on. I said someone is revved up. Everything that happens for a reason. Someone is revved up. And I get the distinct feeling that someone is ready to go. Meaning they've packed their things. This person is packed, ready to go, gassed up the car, the whip is clean. You have your map, you know exactly where you need to go. But there's something missing. I feel like there's something missing because the Knight of Wands might not do everything he needs to do, but he definitely has the energy to do it. He has the passion to do it. Where are you going? The collective is doing a lot right now with this Knight of Wands, because once this Knight of Wands puts that staff in his hand, you can't tell him or her what they're not going to do. So let's get into that with the Chariot and the King of Pentacles. Whatever is moving forward. Actually, let's break that up. Let's get an animal spirit for this judgment, because I feel like there's a confirmation that came in. Someone got a confirmation of something, especially with this equilibrium and this golden eagle. There's a signpost that you saw that is pushing you in this direction. Let's find out what that archetype is. Animals are messengers. Ooh. Ooh. Wow. The tiger and the salmon. Willpower, passion, resilience, and life cycle. Like I said, Spirit is pushing you in that direction. You're revved up. You're ready to go. I said it was passion. This Knight of Wands with this tiger, this information or this judgment came in to literally solidify your plans, is what I heard. So if you left a situation that wasn't ideal for you and you've done some healing, you've put in some work, you've done a lot of work to become resilient and to begin a new life cycle, this is your time. This is your time. It could be emotional too. It could be something that you're just super passionate about. Oof, that's really good. Whoever this is in the collective who's revved up, Spirit is supporting you. It's as if you got your sign, you crossed all your T's, you dotted all your I's, you got all the documents or information or the travel plans ready, and now you just get to do it. If you're going on vacation, honey, enjoy yourself. Wherever you are going, it's a place that you actually love to go or love to visit. Let's see what else. Goodness. Ooh, the moon. You're not telling anybody. Why are you being so secretive? Ugh. I have to cover up the ladies, though, because they're a little bit, they need clothes on in these cards. You're being a little bit secretive about where you're going. Or you just don't want everyone to know. It fills you up. This moon energy with this Queen of Cups, this represents something that you don't want to share with everyone. I get the distinct feeling you don't want to share this news or these travel plans that you have. You want to keep it a secret, or you want to keep it sacred. You want to keep it sacred. You're not letting anyone know where you're going. You might just be taking a trip and just not letting anyone know because you got the green light, you filled out all the paperwork, you saved all the money, you did all the work, and it's like, I'm just going to go now. That's what I feel like doing, and that's what I'm going to do. And so now it's because you open up this space within yourself where you can do this, where you can make this trip or make this movement. You can create this movement now because you've done a lot of work in order to do it, and you got the green light from spirit. The storm is either over, or you got your walking papers, you got your approval. Well, let's find out what that is. That Eight of Swords is just calling my name. I'm like, who in the collective is opening their eyes right now? And they see something that is like, okay, yeah. Coming from a space of being imbalanced. Coming from a space where you couldn't see the other side. This is someone who, and congratulations, because this is the epitome of visualization techniques. Someone who held something in high regard in their mind, in their soul, in their heart space, and they focused on it, and they worked towards it, and they worked towards it, and worked towards it until they could get to a place where it could balance back out. And Spirit is saying, it's balanced now. It's time. Like I said, again, that 8 energy, that awakening, that receiving, that strength energy, the Leo energy, it's time to take action on something. And this is someone's green light where it's like action. It's start the film, start the play, start the whatever. Whatever it is that you're doing, it's time to go. It could be something that has to do with giving, creating, loving, securing, and participating in. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. You're not telling someone where you're going, or you're not telling someone who is the object of your desire. And whatever it is tenured. It is solid. It's not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're going to a place that you're not returning from. It could be across waters because we have a fish here, and it could be, and we have the salmon here. It could be in an emotional space or an emotional place that you cannot return from. Like, this is when you fall in love. Like, you can't unlove a person. You will love a person for the rest of your life. And this person has a cup in their hand. They're also swimming in the waters that you're going towards, or swimming in the waters that you'd like to go towards or like to swim in. This is new territory for you. Whoever this is a part of their heart that they've never given, or they've never invested in. Like, this is someone who goes all in, and it's because they haven't done this before. So if you have any earth energy in your chart or any water energy in your chart, this is pushing you to make a solid investment in an area that you haven't made an investment in. And that investment has to do with your heart space. You're putting money on your heart. You're putting money, you're putting your money where your mouth is. But you're not saying anything. Or either you don't want someone to know. Why so secretive? Let's find out. One for this moon. Goodness gracious. I feel like you're being secretive because this is a part of you that you haven't expressed before. You've never given this cup. This man looks like he hasn't given this cup to anyone. So you could be just like giving your cup to someone that you haven't ever given your cup to. All right now. Or you're making some type of investment that you haven't, or going in a direction, going across water, swimming through waters. You're going somewhere that you've never been. But it feels, because the King of Cups is a feeler, emotional, it feels like something that you are either never going to do again, or you're never going to leave. Period. Okay, collective. We're making investments. This is good. I feel like someone's heart space is just blooming. Ooh-wee, 3 of Pentacles. Oh, another lady. Gotta get the ladies out of here. Let me cover her up because she's the muse, honey. Somebody is your muse. Someone is your muse. Someone really gets your heart space going. Someone is the object of your desire. And I mean the object. Okay. So we're creating some art. This could be creation as well. We got the Queen of Cups. There's some fish here. Someone is making an investment in something that they've never made an investment in. It could be having a child. It could be just being with one person, choosing one person. That's a commitment. When you fall in love, you make a commitment, and you haven't done that either for a long time or ever. So if this is your energy, you're going in a direction that is not only guided, but Spirit is pushing you in that direction. You've gotten the green light in some area in your life. You've closed chapters, you've signed documents, you've created space to go in this new direction. And in this new direction, you have a physical manifestation that you're going to see within your own space, or with your own eyes. This physical manifestation is going to be something that is literally designed just for you, but only because you are leaving a space behind that you can open up into something new. Let's get one more motivation manifesto for the inspiration for someone who's just making this investment. It could be an investment into your heart, into love, long-term love, partnership. I get that. Or it could be a physical location that you're traveling to. There's a lot of travel here. I only need one. Thank you. A life of greater joy, power, and satisfaction awaits those who consciously design their life. Well, isn't that serendipitous? This is for you. Consciously, you made this decision to create a life of your dreams. And because you did that, that's where the equilibrium and the success is going. That's where you're going. You're going to a place where you can reap the rewards of your investments. And your investments are taking you to a space where you can enjoy your life on a new level, a higher level, after weathering the storm. And it's because you've taken that disciplined, courageous, conscious stance in order to get there. And so your heart is going to be full after being in a space where it either wasn't reciprocated, you weren't poured into, but where you're going now has a matching cup. And you might not have said anything, or you might not be saying anything, but Spirit is sending you there because you are trusting your pathway and you know how to get there. You have no problem with getting there. The problem is you had to get through this muck in order to get over here. But they opened you up by sending you a muse or a vision or something that you could see, so that you could hold tight to that vision and hold tight to whatever it is that you wanted. And now you can just go there, swim over there, jump over there, fly over there, ride over there, drive over there. So whatever your mechanism is, you're getting there, and it's going to bring you a lot of joy. So for whoever this is in the collective, congratulations. I say that a lot on this channel because I'm a cheerleader. Woo-hoo. So if you're going over there in that direction, you're guided, and have fun. Have a great time. Tell me how it is in the comments. I'm nosy. Anyway, thank you for sharing sacred space with me. I will be back next week for another reading. Have a great day.